What's up, YouTube? It's Troy. It is range day. I'm about to leave my place. I'm already packed, ready to go, suited and booted. On my way to the range. Got the Carbine high point rifle. We're going to be putting some rounds through that. I'm also going to be putting some rounds through my Springfield XDX, as you can see what that's like. That's my everyday carry. Self-defense weapon. Haven't really been using it as often as far as taking it to the range. Been using my 17 lately at the range, but on my way to the range, so let's get on the road. Just got to the gun range. Right now I'm getting my rifle and my tripod, so hopefully I can get some video inside of the actual range. And let's get in there. So I'm actually leaving the gun range. Had a really good time, great shoot. As you can see, the high point is right here. The rifle shot, magnificent outing with the rifle. Of course, I expected that. I was able to put some rounds with the Springfield XDX Mod 2, and that performed spectacular as well. I have the target round, so I'll be able to show you the target round results of each of the shoots with the weapons. But the rifle is very accurate. The handgun is very accurate, but I was very surprised that the rifle was very accurate because I didn't really get a chance to sight it the way I wanted to. I did adjust it several times inside the range to adjust it, and even with those minor adjustments, it's still shot pure, it's still shot accurate, and I can't really complain about it. But overall, it's a pretty good time, really good shoot. One of the most frustrating things about the gun club that I'm affiliated with is that they don't allow you to bring cameras, phones, etc. like that, and they don't allow you to record your shoot. So they're not going to allow you to record you shooting inside of the actual range. You know, due to idiots in the past either shooting themselves, and they don't want to be responsible for that. You know, people go in there, they're not experienced, they don't know what they're doing, and sometimes they can harm themselves or they can harm others, and they don't want to be broadcasting that. They don't want to be broadcasting their name and their brand if someone actually does something dumb and negligent, right? So they don't allow any type of recording of any video inside of the range, and I apologize again for that again. I was expecting to get some kind of leniency to some degree, but I wasn't able to get any today, and it was kind of packed. I believe you had SWAT in there today in the rifle range lanes, so you know it's pretty packed in there, and you know, I had to get in where I fit in. So I got my my rounds in where I could, and I got out. You know, it wasn't one of those days where you can just take 5-minute breaks in between each shot. And if you haven't noticed, ammunition is sky high. It's damn near $60 a box, a 50 round. So I mean, ammunition is sky high right now, and I don't know when it's gonna go down. So I'm just glad that I was able to run some rounds and some cycles through the rifle. The rifle did not jam not one time. Neither are any of the magazines faulty. All of the magazines fire and are applicable to the rifle. They're not defective of any nature. And they're 10-round magazines. So I'm going to get in contact with High Point to possibly see if I can get some kind of sponsorship with them. I can advertise their products, and I'm going to be looking to buy the extended magazine that they offer from a third party company that make extended mags for the High Point rifle, and we'll see how that goes. But the 10-round mags are fine too. Again, the rifle shoots very accurate. I did very minimum adjustment with the red dot sights with the rifle, and it shot very accurate. I'm going to be putting up photos of the actual target silhouette that I shot. And, you know, like I said, very minimum adjustments that I've done with the rifle, with the sights, and it was very accurate. You know what I mean? So I'm very pleased with it. I'm very, very pleased with it. I just got back in from the range, and what I got behind me here is the actual silhouettes of the targets that I was actually shooting at the actual range. So today, while at the range, what I decided to shoot was my high point carbine rifle. And I also decided to shoot my concealed carry Springfield XDX Mod 2 9mm handgun. And I shot both weapons at various ranges. And particularly, I was aiming at different parts of the body, right? Because I'm trying to particularly improve on the accuracy. So instead of just shooting, you know, at the paper, you know what I mean? At this point in time, I'm a bit more advanced and past that point where I'm just trying to get shots on the paper. The last several times I've been going to the range, I've been really targeting certain points of the actual human body, the anatomy. Prior to this trip to the range, last month, I was targeting the right arm. So, you know, I spent maybe $150 worth of ammo on solely targeting the arm of the actual silhouette that I was shooting at. And I've seen a great improvement on it. And it's very important that, you know, when you're carrying a firearm, that you're very proficient at using it, and that whatever you aim at, you can get a shot on it consistently. And not only that, that your first shot is accurate and it lands on the target, but also that you can follow up with the second shot, so on and so forth. And the only way you can really improve on doing that is actually going to the range and actually practicing shooting the firearm of your choice. So let's get into each silhouette that I shot, and I'll get into more detail what happened and why each one looks different, and what was my train of thinking when I was firing upon each one with each different weapon. The first silhouette here, as you can see, I was shooting with my Springfield XDX 9mm, right? And on this particular silhouette, I completely was aiming for the face, headshots, right? Initially. So the first, let's say 15 to 20 rounds was solely directed towards the face. So I was particularly trying to get shots on the face. And I don't think I did a bad job. I think I was pretty decent at getting shots on the face. Particularly, I was looking to, you know, pretty much target the general area on the right side of the silhouette. And I think I did a pretty good job doing that. As you can see also, I did hit in the eyes a couple of times on the left side, in the nose, the lips. And then the last 30 rounds, I decided to then shoot center mass. So as you can see, law enforcement, normally they train to shoot center mass. I'm not saying that they don't also train for headshots, but normally they train to subdue center mass, because this is where vital organs are. You got your heart, your lungs, and normally you hit these areas over here immediately. Normally you'll be able to take down an individual. You know what I mean? So I was also able to hit consistently, I would think, in the center mass area. Once again, I got some shots that were kind of off base in the chest area to the left of the target. And that was pretty much it. So that was my first 50 rounds, and that was with the Springfield XDS 9mm handgun. Now, if you go over to this particular silhouette, this was the high point 9mm carbine rifle. So I broke it in today, finally, right? And I put 150 rounds through that rifle today, and not once did it jam. And by the way, before I continue with the high point, right, silhouette, I was shooting with the XDX from 15 yards, right? So with the high point rifle, obviously it's a rifle. And of course, you guys know already, I attached a red dot scope to it. So I was shooting at 30 yards with the rifle. And of course, with the scope, 30 yards is not really 30 yards because the scope magnifies it and you get a better shot and you can shoot more accurately at that distance because it's a rifle in its scope and you got the red dot. It made it extremely easy to hit this target consistently from that distance. But in this particular silhouette, I decided to shoot the face, right? But I wanted to shoot the center mass of the face. And mind you, I did very minimal adjusting of the actual scope as far as dialing it in. And I thought that when I got to the range, even though I already mounted the scope to the rail of the high point, I thought that I would have to do a massive amount of adjusting and dialing it in to ensure that the red dot is accurate, right? Along with the sights to ensure that, you know, I'm on target. But I adjusted the red dot maybe once or twice in very minimum increments. And that's all I had to do. And I was quite surprised because I was actually able to group a lot of my shots consecutively in the same area. And as you can see, it pretty much tore a hole pretty much right through the paper here because I was hitting the same area consistently over and over and over again in that area. So, you know, this was from 30 yards and it was nothing but face shots. So mind you, I put 150 rounds through that high point and not once did it jam. And you can see how accurate this thing is because I wasn't all over the place. I was only hitting the selected area in which I was choosing to fire at. And as you can see, I got a couple of shots here, right? But for the most part, the grouping and the majority of my shots were center mass, mouth area. And the rifle shoots sweet, very minimum recoil, to be quite honest. It's just a very accurate rifle. And when you just add a red dot to it, it just makes it even more flawless to carry, you know what I mean, to use. Now, the third silhouette here, as you can see, was with the high point rifle again. And in this particular silhouette, I was attempting to shoot center mass from 30 yards again, right? So I was no longer attempting to shoot the face area, obviously. I was looking to group all my shots, particularly in the center mass area. And as you can see, I think I did pretty good, you know, to be quite honest. You know, it was a couple of spots where I was able to hit consecutively over and over again. Because the bigger the hole you have, obviously like right here, the bigger the hole is, that's the telling point to tell you that there was shot after shot hitting that same area. And I think I did pretty good. That's a pretty good center mass area in grouping of my actual shots with the high point rifle. The rifle was very accurate at the end of the day. And I would, like I said, the high point guns, the handguns, I'm not really a big fan of. But then again, you know, to each their own. Some people might like it, some people don't. But the rifle is a very accurate rifle. And I would definitely recommend it now that I put some, now that I own it, and it's mine now. You know, I'm pretty much pleased with it. But I'm also pleased with the Springfield XDX. Like, I mean, it's a very small, compact gun that you can just carry concealed and not make a big deal of things. And, you know, if you're an accurate shot, if you know what you're doing, you know how to use your sights, you should definitely be able to hit your target and whatever you're aiming at. And as you can see here, I was looking to, you know, get headshots in the center mass, and I was able to do that, you know, consistently, I think decently, to be quite honest. You know, so listen, this is what I did today. And, you know, I'm quite impressed with the rifle in my outing today at the gun range. Also, I want to give fellow shooters a heads up, especially folks that probably already go to the gun range consistently or monthly like myself. Ammunition is very expensive right now. It's probably like $1 a bullet. Like a box of 50 rounds is going to cost you like $49.99. And that's 9mm caliber rounds I'm talking about. So when you go up past that, you know, it's going to be even more for 50 rounds of 40, 45, 223, 5.56. It's going to be through the roof for those bullets right now. And maybe that's due to the executive orders that Joe Biden is attempting to pass right now. And that's making a lot of people a little, you know, a little skeptical about where he's trying to go, you know, with the gun control thing and that's a bit concerning to a lot of people. And you know, they're marking up ammunition right now, unfortunately. Like I said, I spent $150. No, excuse me, I spent more than $150. I put 150 rounds through the high point rifle today. I spent over $200 just shooting today, with the range fee, the ammunition for the rifle, the ammunition for the handgun. You know what I mean? I already got my own glasses. I already got my own ear muffs. I bought my own silhouettes. You know, I pretty much come already prepared. And if I don't have my own ammunition prior to me getting there, I'll probably buy what's already there. But sometimes I try to buy what I can get or what I can find locally before I go to the gun range. Because normally at the gun ranges you go to, they normally mark some things up, you know, just to, you know, make a couple of bucks, and I get it. But ammunition right now is sky high. And hopefully at some point in time it'll go down, because a lot of people are not willing or wanting to go to the gun range due to the cost, the high cost of ammunition right now. But at the end of the day, I had a great shoot today. I'll be going again next month. I'm probably going to bring the high point rifle out again and get some more practice with it. And I don't know, maybe I might purchase another handgun or maybe a shotgun this time. Maybe a 12 gauge or 20 gauge. We'll see what happens. But I may be in the market again, or maybe a short barrel rifle. Who knows? I know this particular gun shop where I bought the rifle from, the high point rifle, they actually make custom short barrel rifles or short barrel ARs. So depending on the cost, maybe I might want to get into one of those. And of course, ammunition. Ammunition is very, very important. And if it's going to cost me $200 plus each time I go to shoot a month, that's a lot of money. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe I might want to go 22 caliber, maybe get a 22 rifle, because 22 rounds are kind of pretty much inexpensive or less expensive than 9mm rounds and 38 rounds. So maybe I might want to go with a 22 rifle or short barrel rifle, just to practice with, just to, you know, get in the range, just to shoot, have a little fun with, just to save a couple of bucks. That might be something I might be in the market for. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys my range day experience today. I hope you guys enjoyed every thing that I brought to you guys today. Don't forget to subscribe and like the channel, and I'll see you guys next month for range day again. Peace.